The other day, we were looking at the first number in the vertical code. We were looking at Papa and Grandma. The second number is the sum total of the single digits in their birthday. And so we get the vibration of 35 for my dad. So he's got an 8 there and she's got one here. They are the co-creators of the rest of this. And so that's why we're looking at this. They also created Michelle. Their oldest daughter was born on March 20th, which is spring equinox. So here's what it's like to give birth to Aphrodite. She's got the 24/6, and this is interesting because her mom's birthday is March 24th. And so my mom's mom has a 24 over in this spot. And if you look at my twin sister and I, see this? We have my mom's tune-in number for our life purpose. And our mom has her mom's tune-in number for her life purpose. And so we're seeing a pattern here. The last number has to do with their name. Okay? So the vibrational frequency of Merlin Dawn Woodland is 84. To code it out, we would add 8 plus 4, and that's 12. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. So that's a vertical integration strip of code there. And it would have to go from the gonads to the adrenals to the pancreas. And so if those three are full of light, the thymus gland can integrate. There's 3 bodies here that are needing to integrate during the shift. All right, so that's the vertical code. We were just doing a video of my sister's code. See this one right here? So this sister transitioned on May 12th, 2007. And so we did a video of her birth chart this morning because she was born on the equinox, and she's 11 months older than my twin and I. And so we did that video. Be sure to check it out. Michelle's name is 71. And so she's got the 8 here. Mom has it here, and Dad has it here. And so 8s are known as karma numbers, meaning if you choose them in your vertical code, this has to do with the first breath that you took and the name that is written on your birth certificate, which we all know that's sacred. When you start looking at the code, you start to understand that if you have 4s and 8s, those are going to be associated with the miasm right here that operates the arm. So there's going to be a tendency to keep old systems in place if you have the 4. And the 8 code is actually the code of the rose. It's the pericardium. And so this has to do with the lymphatic system, the neuroendocrine system. The body develops from the inside out and the top down, but it integrates from the feet up. So the vertical integration of consciousness means letting these glands attune with the circadian rhythm. All right, so that is the codex for our parents. You can see Diana and I have 8s right here. And so our purpose is to break through this 26 hex, the 2 and the 6. So the adrenals are the key to opening up the pineal gland. Most people don't know that, but the pineal gland is calcified. You can't just go in and start opening it. You have to open up the ground matrix regulation system, which means getting the water in the body to the point where 60% of it is absorbed inside the cells. And we can see a lot through these numbers because these are related to health constitution as well. Very well, worldwide known model of, well, it's like a telescope. It's a way to look into the body's health constitution. And we're basically seeing how someone's spine feels. And so when our mom connects, she connects through the adrenal glands and her pineal. She's a seer. Always has been. And so when we started questioning her how she knew certain things, and she was almost always right, she couldn't answer. And so my brother started questioning everything, and she stopped giving the intuitive information. And so super sensitive pericardium. And you can see that mine and Diane's life purpose is to hold the gate open for her. And her life purpose is to hold the gate open for her mom. And so we're going to open pathways of light. So this is not easy when you have 8s here. Not easy. Here's the 11 and the 12. And so we've got the 2 and the 3 here. Their names together is a 5, which is a media number, which means lots of passion, lots of heat. It's all thyroid, 5th dimension, Akash. Were they magical together? Oh, yeah, they still are. So I'm going to come back and do my mom's. I actually want to shift to this right here. I'm going to go in and look at Shirley's birth chart. That's my mom. And I want to go in and look at here because we did Michelle's code this morning. And I wanted to see if we have some of Michelle's numbers in my mom's chart. But you also might remember that when we did Michelle's transit, we could see that she's being very grounded by my mom right now. And that's a moon thing. So here's my mom's chart. She's got a really special connection. Michelle doesn't have her mom's life purpose anywhere. If we go in and look at Michelle's code, right here, here's her 8, right? It's right in her name. And so in order for Michelle to live in her name, we've got to address this issue. So hypothalamus, gonads. So this is opening the whole body so that it can be filled with light. This is the infinity number. And Michelle's horizontal cross, if we look at her chart like this, here's Shirley's. So she's got, let me just go in. This is my mom's. So this is interesting because she's got Sagittarius in her first house, which is the house of personality. And look at how the Aquarius is right outside the door of this house. So we knew that the sun, look at that, the sun is right in the start of her birth house, of her Aries house. This is all about personality. So let me see if I can zoom in on that. Oh, look, it's a 4, Diane. Of course it is. It's all about the thymus gland. And do you see how she's got number 1? So her sun is in Sag. Her moon is in Libra. Let's just go. Is that right? Where's her moon? Well, let's just go back here to the planets. Yeah, moon in Libra. Okay, it's not in its own house. And then what about her ascendant? Oh, it's Sag. She's a double Sag. Okay. We're double Pisces, Diane and I. So that's very, very interesting. Oh, no, that's the 12th house. Diane's going to be laughing at me. Hold it straight, Donna. Oh, no, it is. It is Sag. That's Sag 1 up there. So her sun is in the 12th house in Sag. So she's been holding her light under a basket. Her hidden talent is her sun. Let's go look at her moon. So we know it's in Libra. We're looking for that little Libra sign here, or the moon. Well, her Chiron is in the 8th house, which is sex, death, and transformation, and it's in Leo. So Chiron is the wounded healer, and hers is in Leo, which again, that's the sun. Okay, so we've got that in 2 places. This also represents the dad. So here's Earth, Fortuna, is right here in her 11th house, right next to Mercury. And does she care about the Earth? Oh my God, yes. All right, here's her stellium, 10th house. Michelle had a stellium in the 10th house too. Remember that? Okay, and her moon is here at 27. What was Michelle's? Michelle's moon's at 27. There's that 27 that's everywhere, Di. And if you look at my chart, I've got 2. Look at this. Look at this. 2 as a vertical and 7 as a horizontal. So the women I was doing business with when I had to let the Institute go, they all had 27 code. And so to see this 27 everywhere. All right, so the difference, look at Diane's. She's got the 3 and the 8. And Diane is married to a man that's got 38. Well, here's his code up here. Diane Scott has double 11 code and 66. He's all master numbers. But the 2 and the 9, this is Christine, Michelle's daughter, her life purpose. And it's also Scott Senior. So my kid's dad. And so Diane has the 3-8. And so Stamper's life purpose is to honor twin girls. You can see it right there. And that is the student, which opens up the pathway. So there you have the 1, 2, 3 code again. Diane's son has 1, 2, 3 code. And this is all ascension code. If we look at my dad, he's got 1, 2, 3 code. See that? And so that's vertical. 1, 2, 3. Do they need a containers? A woman who is very grounded in the light cycle? Yes, they do. Otherwise, they won't trust women as far as they can hear them. So I find it very interesting that we've got this little huntress thing going here, because she is a Sagittarian. And so if we look in the Sagittarian house, remember that these 12 houses are 12 stairways. So think of a spiral staircase. This is an ascension, and this happens twice a day. And it happens throughout the calendar month. So here we have the Aries cycle. We just clicked in to a brand new astronomical year today because it's the vernal equinox, the spring equinox. Okay, this is the home of Aries. Here we have the home of Taurus. This is the head, the throat. This is the home of Gemini, which is the arms. This is Cancer. It's all about the heart. This is Leo. It's all about the back. We get into Virgo. This is the intestines. We get into Libra. This has to do with the adrenal glands. And so this one is deeply about the circadian rhythm and very much connected to people being in the light cycle. So my son Scotty has a Libra moon. Ella Rose has a Libra rising, I believe. Okay, so look at this 27 here. And this is in Sex, Death, and Transformation again. And she's got her Chiron with Pluto right next to it. So this is Pluto's own house. But guess who came to host a party? So Cancer's standing in the doorway of the 8th house. So Cancer's actually in here providing, what does Cancer usually provide? The home. And if you look at Cancer, it's all the shell. It's a water sign. And they've got Cancer in this room, but look what's in it. Chiron and Pluto, and both in Leo. Oh, and my goodness, we've got her extra planet highlighting the 8th house, which means her life is all about sex. It means that we've got, on this side, we're going to have the counter to Leo, which is Aquarius. They're always together, just like a seesaw. But they're hovering over the house of Taurus and Scorpio, which is very interesting pattern. And you'll get to know these characters, their archetypes. Oh shoot, I went over.